Okay, let's be real for a second. Getting through an airport can feel like a huge mission, right? It doesn't matter if it's your first time flying or your 50th. So we're going to take all that stress and turn the entire process into a simple, clear journey. You ready? Let's get started. You know that feeling of pre-flight jitters? It's completely normal, with all the signs and the steps and the lines. But here's the secret. It's all just a system, and we're going to walk through it together, from the moment you step out of the car to the moment you fasten that seatbelt.
All right, so our airport adventure begins. This first section is all about clearing those initial hurdles, getting your boarding pass, checking your bags, and making it through the security checkpoint without breaking a sweat. First things first, timing is absolutely everything. Think of these arrival times as your built-in stress buffer. For domestic flights, you're going to want to aim to be there 1 to 2 hours early. But for international trips, you need to give yourself a solid 2 to 3 hours. And trust me, this isn't just about being on time, it's about giving yourself breathing room for anything unexpected, like crazy traffic or super long lines.
So once you're inside, you're looking for your airline's counter. Just look for their logo, you can't miss it. Or you can use the self-service kiosk. You'll need your ID or passport and your ticket info. And just like that, a few moments later, you'll walk away with your boarding pass, while your big bags start their own little journey to the plane.
Okay, boarding pass in hand, it's time for security. Now, this part can seem really intimidating, but it's surprisingly simple when you know what to expect. The real key here is just a little bit of prep.
Let's break it down into 4 simple actions. First up, you show your boarding pass and ID to the officer. Second, you place all your carry-on stuff into those trays so they can be scanned. Third, you'll walk through a scanner. And fourth, you just collect all your belongings on the other side. That's it.
So what exactly goes in those trays?
Well, the main things are your carry-on bag, any big electronics like laptops and tablets, and your coat or jacket. But here's the most important one to remember: liquids. They all have to be in containers that are 100 milliliters or less. That's the magic number.
And just like that, you are through security. The most hectic part is officially over. Now it's time to find your departure gate. You are officially halfway there. Great job.
Now, a quick heads up. If you're on an international flight, you'll have one quick extra step. It's the immigration check. An officer will just glance at your passport and visa to officially clear you for departure. If you're flying domestic, you get to skip this part completely. Just walk right on by.
Okay, so what's next for everyone? Your new mission is to find one of those big flight information screens. Think of these as your main guide for the rest of your time in the airport. You'll usually find them in central areas right after you clear security. Decoding these screens is actually pretty easy. Just scan the flight column for your flight number, like UA123 here. Then just look across that same row. It'll show you your destination, your gate number, in this case B24, and the flight status. All you have to do is match your flight to your gate.
So once you've followed the signs and you've arrived at your gate, you can finally relax. Go ahead, find a seat, maybe grab a snack, and just keep an ear open for announcements from the gate agents about when boarding is going to start.
This is it, the final stretch. It's time to get on the plane and settle in. Your flight is about to begin.
So to keep things orderly, airlines board the plane in sections. Just check your boarding pass for a group or zone number, and then listen for it to be called. A little pro tip: waiting for your group to be called makes the whole process way smoother for everyone involved.
As you walk up to the gate agent to board, make sure you have your boarding pass and your ID or passport out and ready to go. They'll do one last scan, and then you are on your way down the jet bridge.
As you step onto the plane, it might seem a little chaotic with everyone finding their seats. Just ignore the bustle and focus on one simple goal: finding your seat. Look for the row numbers up above the seats, and then find your specific seat letter.
Once you're at your seat, there are just 4 final things to do. First, stow your carry-on bag either in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. Second, buckle that seatbelt. Third, switch your devices to airplane mode. And fourth, just follow along with the safety instructions.
And that is it. You've successfully navigated the airport, all the way from the curb to your seat. The doors are closing, the engines are starting up, and your real adventure is officially about to begin.
You've turned what seems like a complex process into a series of simple, totally manageable steps. You're ready, you're confident, and you're on your way. The only question left is, where will this adventure take you? Happy travels.